It's time for dinner. It's time to stuff our faces. So we thought we'd bring you along with us, and I ended up blinding myself. So after we had our cooking class in the morning at this location, we had curry for breakfast, curry for lunch, and then we found out that it was curry for dinner. So we headed down to the restaurant, and it was 4 courses, which confused us a little bit. And I can't lie, some of the dishes on there weren't what we were expecting. So we thought, fuck it, we're going to give it a go anyway. When in Rome, when in Mauritius, we'll give it a go. So they brought out these chips with dips, and I wasn't too sure what the dips were, but then I tried one, and it was shrimp. It was shrimp. It really wasn't for me, but Ollie absolutely loved it, and he was so hungry that when he started eating, he done the little tippy tappy happy dance. And then they brought out these bread rolls, and Ollie was like, Regan, hang on a minute, you were crying about your weight this morning. And I said, Ollie, that's not how it works. You're meant to tell me that I'm beautiful and just tell me that you'll pay for a tummy tuck and then feed me bread rolls, not moan about me eating the bread rolls. So then they brought out these cold starters, and it was like a meze, and it was kind of all cold seafood and stuff like that, and it wasn't really for me, so I just put it in a bread roll and made it into a sarnie. I know, classic Brit on holiday, should have asked for chips while I was at it. And to be honest, the smell of the cold seafood, it was giving me Khloe Kardashian when Lamar said her pussy smelled like earring backs. It wasn't for me. Ollie really enjoyed his, and then he had this kind of clear palate thing, and it looked like vomit, but again, not for me. I'm not a cold seafood sort of girl. Ollie enjoyed it. And then they brought the mains out, and it was lamb curry. Now, I'll tell you what, I am a lamb boona sort of girl. So when they brought this lamb curry out, I was like, wow, this is a bit of me, this is. I was happy. It's the best thing that happened this whole holiday. But then we ended up leaving and going to the other restaurant for dessert because we didn't like the desserts that they had. And is anyone else's boyfriend beige flag that whenever you leave a hotel room, as soon as the door closes, they pretend they haven't got the room key on them? Or is it just mine? So he couldn't actually get the door key back in the door, but then we ended up getting in the end. And then we ended up watching Surf's Up and going to bed.